Starting a podcast is one of the best ways to fuel your online business. So if you ever wanted to learn how to turn, hold on one second. If you want the freaking shirt, you got to go to webassetgroup.com. Get the official thing, passive income, okay? And time freedom. That thing look good, doesn't it? Look at that blue off of that milk chocolate. All right, let's get to it. So this video is all about how to turn your podcast into a successful online business. I know you like that, right? Oh my goodness, you like that. Ow. So many people want to start a podcast, and so many people with the podcast don't know how to monetize it. I know how to monetize it. I've had my podcast for about 11 years now, 12 years maybe. It's gone through different names and things of that nature, but when I first started out, I did not monetize that sapsucker, and I wish I would have monetized that sapsucker. But now that sapsucker is monetized, and I'm gonna show you how I monetize the platform, the podcast, whatever it is. Now, the first one I don't do a lot of, but I'm gonna tell you about it because it's one of the most popular ways to monetize or to turn your podcast into an online business, and that is through sponsorships. Absolutely, through sponsorships. When companies that resonate with your message hear your message, they will approach you, or you can approach them about advertising their products and services on your podcast. And you can work out, how much you want to charge them per episode or per download. A lot of people, for every 1,000 downloads they get, they charge a certain amount of money. You could do that as well. For me, I don't do it that much because I'm very particular about the companies that I recommend, and I'm only recommending companies that I really rock with. But if you want to, you can definitely monetize your podcast with sponsorships. You might want to reach out to companies that you are interested in doing a partnership with. They're going to want to see your analytics usually. So all you do is just, take a screenshot or download all of your analytics, send it over to the rep after they request it, or you could send it, before you even talk to anybody. But once you do that, they'll take a look at your analytics. They'll get back to you with a proposal, or they'll say, no, we're not interested, one of the two. But having sponsorships is a great way to monetize your podcast. Another way you can monetize your podcast is having a tier that allows certain users who pay for a subscription to have access to exclusive content. This is a great way for you to monetize your platform because people that listen to your podcast over and over again, those people are really into what you have to say, because usually these people are listening to your podcast with their earphones on, and it's really an intimate listening session. These people get intimate with you, and they, not in a weird way, of course, but they really appreciate what you're bringing to the table, which is why they have you in their ear all the time. And some of those people are going to want some content that the average person just doesn't have access to. So you can always introduce them to some type of exclusive content, whether it's exclusive content on your website or whether it's exclusive content that you email to them on a weekly, monthly, bi-weekly basis. Is up to you. Another thing you could do to monetize your podcast is to have paid memberships. And these paid memberships could also give people exclusive content, but also give them access to you in a way that the average person doesn't have access to you. Maybe they get some merch for that membership. Maybe, they become a part of your inner circle or your app. You name it, you could do it. The way I've done it is I have Web Asset Group. And with Web Asset Group, I first started off charging a membership for the entire app, and then I opened it up for everybody and created tiers inside of it so that you can get inside of it for free. But there's different levels to it that give you access to different parts of myself and also different parts of my content. Another way you can turn your podcast into an online business is to sell merchandise related to your podcast. For instance, here I am wearing my own merch right now. And if you want to pick it up, all you got to do is go to webassetgroup.com or message me. All right. And I'll send you the link. Having your own merch is really, really amazing. It's a really simple process. All you got to do is create some really cool looking merch related to what you talk about all the time. Put it on a t-shirt, wear it in the videos, wear it on your TikTok videos, wear it in your podcast. and then show people where to get it at. For instance, you can get mine at webassetgroup.com. One of my favorite ways to monetize a podcast is through affiliate marketing. Oh my goodness, I love affiliate marketing. I'm going to tell you all the reasons why I love affiliate marketing. First of all, I don't have to create the product. I don't have to ship the product. I don't have to deal with customer support. I don't have to talk to anybody. And I get paid on a residual basis depending on the type of product or service I'm recommending to people. But it's a great way to make some passive income. And that brings up my other tip is that, affiliate marketing is essentially passive. Once that affiliate link is out there, it's going to be out there on the World Wide Web until the company that provided the affiliate link decides they no longer want to do it. That happens sometimes, but in a nutshell, affiliate marketing is a great way to monetize your podcast and turn it to official online business. Another popular way to monetize your podcast and turn it into an official online business is to offer online courses, teaching people how to do something that you know how to do. This is a great way to monetize your podcast, and a great way to finance your podcast is to have courses. For instance, I have a course on how to start a 6-figure web design agency. A lot of people bought that program. I have another course called How to Publish 1 Book a Day. A lot of people bought that as well. So all of those courses that I came out with were fueling my podcast. So you can do the same thing too. Another way you can monetize your podcast is through offering consultations, okay? Let's just say you're an expert in a certain subject, you can offer paid consultations to people, charging them for every 30 minutes or every hour, and you get to set the price, you get to control the time, but people would be more than happy to jump on a Zoom with you and get your advice about a particular subject. So you can definitely monetize your podcast by offering consultations to people. Another way you can monetize your podcast is by having a mastermind group. For instance, I have Web Asset Group. That's the mastermind group to my podcast called Master Yourself, okay? So inside of Web Asset Group, I meet with everyone every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And to get access to that group, I charge a membership, and people love paying it because we provide so much value inside of the group. So starting a mastermind group is a great opportunity for you to turn your podcast into an official online business. Another thing you could do to turn your podcast into an online business is to start having paid webinars, okay? You can start having paid webinars or even free webinars if you want to. You can monetize those free webinars by offering something at the end of the webinar, but you can definitely charge people to enter your paid webinar, teaching them how to solve a specific product or problem in their life. If you can show people how to solve a specific problem in their life, they'll gladly pay you for that information. And so all you got to do is start promoting the product or service that you're offering ahead of time to get people interested in the webinar, get them signed up, and then voila, you launch your webinar. You have everything mapped out. And the best part about it, when you do a webinar like that, you can record it. So then you can turn around and sell that recording of the live webinar that you did. Now you're double dipping and you're double dipping and you're double dipping, baby. All right, I got a little carried away with that one. But yeah, start doing webinars. Another thing you could do to turn your podcast into an online business is to do one-on-one coaching services, okay? You can coach people one-on-one. Consultations is a little different than coaching. A consultation usually is something that happens once, or twice. But a online coaching program is something that someone commits to on a weekly or monthly basis. And so you can monetize your presence through your podcast by offering one-on-one coaching sessions. You could also do group coaching sessions, which is just one-on-one coaching sessions with a bunch of people. And a lot of people are fond of the one-on-one coaching sessions, but a ton of people are definitely fond of the group coaching sessions. I have people tell me that they love group coaching more than one-on-one. Some people say they love one-on-one better than group coaching. It's totally up to you. You could do one of them, you could do both of them. It's all up to you. I do both. I have group coaching on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I have a small group of people that I do one-on-one coaching with. And I love doing them both. One of the worst ways to monetize your platform is through donations. This is the way I tried to monetize my podcast in the beginning. I was like, okay, all I'll do is focus on putting out great content and someone will start donating to me. Listen, 3, 4, 5 years went by. Nobody donated anything. I think somebody sent me $100 one time. That was about it. So, you can have donations on your website or for your podcast, but don't rely on that as the only stream of income, because you're not going to make that much unless you have millions of people listening to you and unless you are constantly asking people for donations, okay? Don't rely on that. Use some of the tips that I talked about in the beginning of this video and you'll watch your pockets grow. It's Robbie Cornelius, and this is my tips on how to turn your podcast into an online business. If you like this, go ahead, comment, subscribe. Make sure you master your mind and make money online.